But Kamala Harris is also dead set on preventing you from defending yourself. That's why she's advocated for gun confiscation. She calls it a buyback. It's confiscation.
Do you believe in the mandatory buyback of quote-unquote assault weapons?
I do believe that we need to do buybacks, and I'll tell you why. They are weapons of war with no place on the streets of a civil society.
I will give the United States Congress 100 days to get their act together and have the courage to pass reasonable gun safety laws. And if they fail to do it, then I will take executive action.
What's an assault weapon exactly? No one can define it, so let's just put a very fine point on it. It's the gun in your closet. It's what you use to shoot targets or deer. It's the gun that rural America buys more than any other. This will do nothing to lower the murder rate. It will do everything to disarm people who don't vote for Joe Biden. Let's get specific. If you have a handgun with a 15-round magazine, as the most popular handgun in America has, it comes stock. It's called a Glock. Then Kamala Harris will force you to register it with the government. If you don't, you're committing a felony. You're going to need to pay $200 to do that for every magazine. She wants to totally ban the online sales of guns, ammunition, and gun parts. Most ammo in this country is sold over the internet. By the way, to law enforcement as well. The list goes on and on and on. Where's the NRA? Where are Republicans? Who's going to stop the Harris-Biden administration from doing this? By executive order. Colion Noir has thought a lot about this. He's a Second Amendment activist. He joins us tonight. Colion Noir, thanks so much for coming on. I mean, this has received almost no attention, but at a time when the crime rate is spiking and the trajectory seems, like it's just getting steeper, this will mean that people who don't commit crimes, who are law-abiding, many of them veterans, won't be able to defend themselves. Why is nobody talking about this?
Well, that's because Kamala is a master at euphemisms. She really doesn't stand for much of anything, which actually makes her more dangerous than somebody who's actually anti-gun, because she's willing to do any and everything to maintain power. But what she likes to do is say little soft words like buyback programs, or say things like euphemistic words like, especially online, buying guns online, for instance. She likes to talk about it in such a way where it seems like I can just order a gun online the same way I can order toilet paper on Amazon, and it'll just show up at my door. And she uses the ignorance of the masses to push this agenda, but she does it very softly because, again, she doesn't really stand for anything. And so what ends up happening is it kind of flies under the radar and nobody really notices it. And then, of course, the mainstream media doesn't really pick up on it and talk about it either. And so then she just skate on by and nobody holds her to the fire.
What she stands for is doing the bidding of the billionaire class. And one of the richest people in the world, Mike Bloomberg, has decided that he can have bodyguards and you can't. You can't defend yourself. Why does no one point out that one guy, a billionaire, is nullifying the Second Amendment to the Bill of Rights?
You know, the question has been baffling me for a couple years now, because he's pretty blatant about it. He's even said it with his own mouth, how he pretty much buys politicians to do his bidding. He said it during the last debates when he was running for president. But for some reason, we all just seemingly tend to ignore it. And he's actually put more money behind pushing to undermine the Second Amendment than all of the gun groups collectively combined. So that should tell people everything they need to know about what this man's intentions are, but for some reason, we just kind of let him do it.
Yeah, a country ruled by an oligarchy doesn't care about the population.
Right now, there's a culture war against the Second Amendment, which is why I need your help spreading our message to counter their message. You can help do this by leaving a comment, sharing this video, and clicking the bell and subscribe button. Let my voice be your voice, and let them know you want to keep America tactical, because the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed wasn't a suggestion, it was a direct. Also, if you're wondering where to purchase your AR-15s are essential, I will not comply. I am the militia. I lost all my guns in a boating accident, and your state-specific Keep America Tactical shirt, click the link next to my head or the link in the description section. Or if you're watching this on a mobile device, tap the small triangle on the lower right-hand side of this video and click the link in the description.